Warning, this podcast contains language not suitable for children and some adults.
You're in a haunted Victorian-era city, trapped inside a wall of lightning powered by demon blood. Your game master for Blades in the Dark is Sean Cruz. Now,
Come along for the ride of your life.
Hello and welcome to the season finale, part 2, the end of it all. All things come to those who keep on listening to our podcast. This is Oops, We Broke the Multiverse. I'm Anthony O'Neill, your host. To my right, as always, is the master of all things Blumpkin related, Sean Cruz. Across the table from me, as always, still our editor-in-chief, our J. Jonah Jameson, Anthony Gabba, and our perpetual special guest and purveyor of Blumpkins, Anne-Marie Cruz.
I'm special.
Hashtag not a sponsor, Blumpkins.
Is that a brand for something?
No, what happens is...
It should be. I know what a fucking Blumpkin is.
Oh, it brands you a pervert.
That's fair.
All right, guys, this is our final episode for Blades in the Dark, GM'd by Sean Cruz, hosted by me, edited by Anthony. Next time, it's all going to change.
Yeah.
I mean, the one thing that is going to be constant, though, has been a constant rock in our lineup, Anne-Marie Cruz.
Yes.
Next
The one constant.
Next season, she's still going to be the special guest.
Well, we don't know yet. We don't know. We're still in negotiations.
She's going to be our
Right.
special guest next season.
No, leave it open.
because-
Leave it open. For the listener, they'll be like, oh, God, I hope she comes back. And then, the fan mail comes in. They're like, you fucking don't do that. And I'm going to stop listening. Hashtag cancel culture. Hashtag bring Anne-Marie back.
Yeah, I don't want to listen to a podcast with just 4 white men talking about dicks. It's stupid. Bring Anne back so I can have 3 white men and a woman talking about dicks.
Well, I bring in the pussy just a little bit.
Yeah,
That's
just a little bit
true.
of
The
pussy.
other P word, yeah.
Well, the pussy money.
The pussy money.
Well, I have to say, it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun doing Blades in the Dark. This is a fun ass game.
Yeah.
It is. I feel like I could probably definitely play this one again.
Yeah, I feel like y'all should come back and listen to us as we play another game. But this one, for sure, I hope people enjoyed how we portrayed these characters, how we painted the picture of Duskville, and how shitty it can really be.
And of course, like, you can always go on our Patreon or like our website or anything and be like, hey, when's the next time you're going to do Blades in the Dark? Like, we love that one. Let's go back to that at some point, and we'll do like little bonus episodes for you. We're not going to kill off our characters, hopefully.
You don't know that. Wow.
Maybe.
You don't even know that.
Maybe. Anyways.
Hey, one of us will come back, probably Anne.
Yeah. Honestly.
Oh, Francis is missing, so maybe he comes back and does a podcast. It's just silence for 20 minutes. You want to hear white noise.
Yeah.
And speaking of Patreon, of course, we got to give it up for our newest Patreon for this month, Justin.
Woo!
Van Patten.
Van
Van
Patten.
Patten.
Oh yeah, we have 2 Justins on there. Look at us.
Yeah.
We have
You gotta
so
say the
many
whole name.
patrons. We have like some with the same name.
We have 2 Justins.
We have 2
Wow.
Justins.
It's a
We have a
lot.
Kane.
It's a
We
lot
have a
to
Kevin. We have a Jamie. We have my mom.
What's your mom's name? Give her shout outs.
Her name is Rhonda. Rhonda.
Thanks, Rhonda.
Rhonda, you dirty, dirty bee.
And Justin, thanks for commenting on our stuff. That's really sweet.
Oh.
And of course, there's Drew and other people too. If we missed you, we apologize. We
Rick
love your support.
Keller.
Rick Keller got pretty much a fucking shout out. For
Hold on, and there's hold on.
the legend, the
Sean
myth.
Cruz.
Oh my God.
Fuck that guy.
Oh.
He's so demanding.
Tony
I pull off a mask. It's me. I'm Sean Cruz.
Tony Grove still can't figure it out.
Yeah, fuck it. Come on, Tony.
But we're on YouTube now, so I mean,
Yep,
That's
Tab.
true. I
Yeah.
spent fucking almost a whole 24 hours uploading videos to YouTube.
You know what? This is a thankless job, isn't it? DMing, that is. I mean, no, editing and all the hours you spend. Because basically, after we record a whole episode, a lot of us just go, that was so hard. Boop, 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 walking on. And Anthony has to
You
go
can
through
stop
the
staring
whole
directly at
fucking
Anthony O'Neill
thing.
now.
The whole fucking, wow, conscience coming up there. The whole like episode again and make changes and all that stuff. So
I listened to it at least 6 to 10 times. And it probably takes me about 12 hours to do an episode.
And of course, this last episode wouldn't be anything without Anne's dog's ass smelling us out of the fucking room.
Christ!
But either way, I've had a lot of fun this season, and we really hope that the audience has too.
Absolutin'. And play the game. Play Blades.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a fucking cool game.
It is
It is pretty fun.
I mean, like, yes, we're all super talented. We know.
And really
but
funny and sexy.
Yeah. Oh, my God. And our voices are amazing. We're all very beautiful people. We're made for podcasting. But this game, I mean, wow. We didn't have to try very hard. The elements are super fucking cool.
It's one of the few games where you can be a piece of shit, not feel bad about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and still, karma kicks you right in the nuts every episode. Like, there's always shit standing in your way because you're a piece of shit.
And on that note, recap us, Sean, what happened on the last episode. I killed a bunch of people, I jacked off on a bunch of things.
Good Lord.
Like at least a dozen times.
So much coming.
You weren't the only one.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
right.
someone popped his cherry.
Oh, I got raped by a ghost.
You're welcome,
So
Blades in the
nonchalant.
Dark. Printed by Evil Hat Productions, John Harper. Yes, there was a bit of a rapey ghost. But, shit, I was wrong.
In fairness, I did say maybe later. So I guess that one's on me.
You did. You totally, yep, you were asking for it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
You let her on. She put the money where the mouth was. All right.
Almost
so,
literally.
Here's what happened. We left our heroes, I don't know, down in the actual Archive of Echoes, right? With all the spirit bottles. They were fighting off all the red sashes. They got through them. They fought Mylera, who is the leader of the red sashes. They killed her. But in the midst of that, we had an Empire Strikes Back moment where Mr. X loses his hand with his own vials hoisted by his own petard. But it then, was still victory. And we found out that Ricardo Cabeza is still alive, but barely. And he's being carried around like a wee babe in Ox's arms, who is now no longer possessed. The group start to make their way out. They do kill Billy. Billy, for all of you listeners who have just been, fuck Billy, what a piece of shit. He finally meets his end. And they make it look like a fucking accident.
Suicide.
Yeah, that's what it was. A suicide. It's like we recorded it earlier. They make it look like a suicide, even with complete note written in crayon. Remember in the beginning of all this when we're like, we need a calling card, right? It is crayons. Here at the end, we see your crayon letters are your calling card.
There was another first. Sorry for interrupting you. I killed my first woman.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
I guess that's an accomplishment.
I mean,
I
I
know.
don't
I'm
know.
like, well, are we really going to highlight that?
I mean, I've
Equality.
killed so many men.
It's true.
That's
I mean, like,
The ladies got to get some. So, after they thought, hey, we did it. Everything's great. Sean, let's end this thing. Put a bow on it. Then we have something else goes down. All the room starts shaking. The bottles start falling off the shelves. All these different spirits of Betty White and everybody, it starts just floating away. And they go back into the hall of the time before the cataclysm, and they notice everything's fallen down as if a big old earthquake happened. They get to the entry hall, and there they see a figure who looks to be doing some sort of crazy, ritual or something. And he's got some prisoners. And he spoke to the group, and we can only assume it is
Elder Rowan.
Elder Rowan. Right. So, where we left off, he now kind of spreads his arms. He's floating kind of midair, and he welcomes you like in a welcoming pose, open palmed at you to step forward. So this person opens his mouth, which we have guessed it's Elder Rowan. He says, "Welcome, my little heroes. Thank you for clearing the archive of echoes for me. It has taken me so long to find the right band of nobodies to come in here and distract or kill anyone that would stand in my way. All of the years of worship and research at the Church of Ecstasy. And now I've cracked the code of Ascension." And he starts to kind of float down off of the platform he's on, more towards that large pentagram he has on the ground. "I, Elder Rowan, yes, it's me, will be the first of the church to become more, to become a demon itself. Of course, I needed the ingredients. The blood of a demon," and he kind of waves at either dog on his side. "These dogs will do nicely. The obligatory human sacrifices," and he points down at these prisoners on the ground. "As promised, I have delivered on my end of the bargain, of course." He flashes super quickly, unhumanly fast, to the first body. And he says, "Good doctor," and he looks at Dr. X, and he says, "I have brought Stasia to you as promised." And he kicks her, and she unnaturally squelches across the floor and is like slides right to your feet. Then he flashes to the next hostage, and it's a man. And he crouches down at the man, and he grabs it by the hair, and he pulls it up so that the man can see him, but he's gagged. He says, "Lord Penderin, I'm afraid your stubborn nature has caught up with you. No doubt these ruffians have ruined most of your collection here at the archive. You smug stopgap of a man," and he slams his head down. "I'll deal with you soon enough." And then he floats to the last body, slower. And he raises a woman's head who's tied up and gagged, and he puts his hand on her head and he says, "Madam Teslin, I loved you once. You broke my heart. It just so happens I have the perfect replacement for you."
Wait.
And he takes a knife out and he slits her throat.
Ooh.
And the blood.
Who's Madam Teslin?
The madam over at the whorehouse.
Oh, okay.
That
That
also
was-
sold all the girls to Billy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she starts just spewing blood. He takes it on his hand and he starts drawing a couple of little symbols on the ground, and the light from the pentagram starts to light up more. And he says, "Of course, the final ingredient," and then he licks the rest of the blood. As he's looking at you guys, you definitely notice his pointed teeth now. And his eyes turn a little red and go back to normal after he eats that blood. He says, "The final ingredient, which was especially hard to find, but you put it right on my doorstep. The heart of a soul which tells no lies. That is where your mute friend comes in." And he kind of waves over, and you can see on the top of that platform in front of a basin is Francis the mute, and he's tied up. No gag, because why? He says, "Sorry to take him by the way, but I've been searching for this missing piece for some time. It took me a while to solve the riddle." So then he kind of floats up, again in the middle of the pentagram. And he's like, "I'm going to finish my job now. Yours is complete, but I must warn you. Stasia is out of your way. Madam Teslin out of yours. I intend to take this city now. I will become the most powerful entity in this city. I will ascend and come as a demon. And if you haven't guessed it already, I need your blood for sustenance now wonder what would happen if we combined these two entities. Why, I do think that the Emperor, the great immortal Emperor himself, would not be able to withstand my power. The Church of Ecstasy has always searched for such power. And my brothers in the church will also perform the same ritual. We will rise. We will overthrow the Emperor. We will let the demons, the most purest of beings, inside the walls of Duskfall and the other powers of the world. And you, my friends, unfortunately, your time is short, because you will become food and feed your souls for the demons of this world forever, for decades and decades and decades.
Well, that obviously sounds like a great plan, except you haven't solved the riddle. And I start walking towards Elder Rowan. My swords aren't drawn or anything. I'm just walking them out.
So as you start to walk up, Ox grabs your shoulder and stops you. He doesn't hurt you. He just grabs your shoulder.
It was like, the man you hold there has told many lies in his day.
That is true. He's very dishonest. Francis.
Elder Rowan kind of looks back at Francis, and he just kind of looks up like and puts his arms up like, I don't know.
He should do that.
He says, I'm sorry, but he cannot talk. You cannot talk, right? And he kind of looks at you guys like he's pissing himself. Then he just kind of points at his ear, and he goes, I can't hear you. He mouths those words. And Elder Rowan looks at him kind of puzzled, and he's like, that's real cute. That's real funny. He does tricks. What's your point?
He just lied to you. He's not deaf at all. Because every morning I piss in his Cheerios. And fucking Francis kind of does that motion where he just goes, ugh. And he's like, oh, he did lie to me.
So Elder Rowan's processing what you said, and he looks at you. No. The riddle specifically says, tell no lies. He doesn't speak.
Yes, but that's how he communicates.
I will give you one chance to walk away. I've given you all you've asked. Let me be. I've given you my show. And it's time for you to go.
You
Says I. Ho,
gave
ho.
us permission to go to meet our end eventually when you
You've
turn
got time.
everybody into demons. Oh, so we get to have a month Rumspringer, and then what? Done?
You've been hanging out with Billy, I see. I don't know what that means, but I'm assuming yes.
It's
you
not
can
a German thing. It's
have
actually an
your-
Amish thing.
Oh, right. Well, have your fun, but yes, if you prove yourselves useful in the next few weeks, perhaps you can be spared or invited to the church, of course. Join our faith.
No, you're gonna use all my whores as food that I just got in charge of.
Yes, yeah. Some of them could be, housemaids, or, perhaps they will keep me company.
And how much are you paying for pussy money?
No, I won't pay.
Mm.
They will pay, or they will receive life, sort of. They'll be hanging in a balance, if you will.
It sounds like a worse deal than when Billy was around. I feel like you tricked me.
I am a perfect gentleman, my dear. No, of course, I will treat them better than Billy. Give me some credit.
Mm.
Now, you're going to be a good little Dagger Isles man, and Ox can let you go.
I got a question.
Yes.
What's going to happen to those two cute puppies?
Well, those little doggies, as I explained, I will need their blood.
No, I want them.
No, you can't have them.
I want them, though.
Well, you can't have them.
Well, let's have a test. You stand on that side of the room, I'll stand on this side of the room, and we both call to them and see which one they comes to.
I like that. I've bonded with them, though. I don't know. I feel like they like me. Don't you guys? Don't you guys?
Come here, puppy. Come here, puppy.
Yeah. No, we're not doing it. No,
Yeah,
stop
come
it.
Here. Come here, boy.
Stop it.
Come here, boy.
No.
Come here, puppies. Come here, puppies. Come here. Who wants a treat? Who wants some loves?
You're making a fool of yourself.
I'm
I reach
not.
down and like grab a piece of wood amongst the rubble and like hand it out like a little stick.
One of them looks kind of interested and starts shaking its nubbin.
So about this time, you start hear squealing again, like a squeegee squeak.
Yeah.
And you see Mr. Rex, and he's got Stasia by the hair, and he's just dragging her towards the front door.
So Ricardo Cabeza kind of rears his head back. He's like, "Where'd you going, man? The party's getting started, man. You leave and see your friends. They need to leave too."
Nah, they were just tools. I got what I wanted. Fuck them. I don't care what happens to this world.
You don't
I'm getting my revenge.
care
Yeah,
about us after all that we've been through.
Elder Rowan, the demon dogs keep barking. He's like, "Silence, silence. It's not time yet." And a good boy.
So if I'm standing next to Ox and Avarice, and Ox is preoccupied because Avarice keeps trying to push forward, he might not notice me behind him.
Ox?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe not.
And I'm pretending to put my hair up, but really I'm grabbing my hairpin.
Oh.
And then in his armpit where he's holding Avarice, I scratch him with my hairpin.
Okay, go ahead and make your little rolly roll. Probably. Prowl? You have prowl? I would use prowl because you're
She's
sneaking.
got one.
I have one.
Well,
And you're not getting any more.
You're leaving. Might as well give her a die.
No, I could push myself one more time for an extra dice.
Will you enter trauma then if you do that?
No, I have one empty.
She'll need one more to hit the trauma
Well, it's
part.
like in the trauma black area, but it's not the trauma gray area.
So essentially, her stress is totally full, but she has no trauma yet.
Yeah.
I could push myself. Can I roll one and see if I can push myself? Is that cheating?
There are devil's bargains, of course, which at the end of the game seems like a better idea. Because when are you going to,
She didn't need it.
I got a 5 and a 6.
All right. So, as he's got his shoulder out in front of him holding, his arm in front of him holding Avarice's shoulder, you go to stick him with your little hairpin. Ricardo Cabeza is like looking at you, and
He's injured.
he's like looking at you. He's looking at the pin, and he just kind of winks at you. And then you stick him in the armpit. Now, he's a big man, so he won't go down as quickly as what Billy did, right?
Et tu brute.
But Ricardo Cabeza kind of goes limp in Ox's arms, and Ox takes his hand off of Avarice, and he's holding Ricardo, and he's like, little buddy, no. He's slapping him. No! And he like gets on his knees, and then he's like, no! And then the shit hits him, and he falls forward, and he crushes Ricardo Cabeza. What? And he falls, and he is basically out like a light.
So I'm going to go back to walking towards Elder Rowan.
Okay, as you do that, you approach the pentagram, and you notice that as you approach it, the light illuminating from the pentagram dims in an invisible aura, perhaps, that you have
Mayhaps.
as you enter the pentagram. You do still feel the hair on your arms standing and on your neck. It's definitely a supernatural experience to be stepping towards
Anything
the
else erect?
pentagram. You are rock solid hard right now. But you don't feel the paralyzing feeling that everybody else gets whenever they're approaching a spirit or something of that world. So as you walk towards it, the light in the pentagram sort of is going out. wherever you are, around you. So if you walked right through it, it would follow you and relight behind you.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop inside the pentagram. Like, here's a pentagram. There's me.
Listener can't hear you.
What?
I mean, they can't see you. Sorry, I'm so used to Francis.
You're in the pentagram.
I step into the middle of the pentagram.
Right. So you wouldn't necessarily get that far because he's in the middle of the pentagram. So, you stop probably in front of him then.
Yeah. So
Okay.
we're both in the pentagram.
Yes.
I thought he was floating.
Well, he is, but he's in the center of the pentagram.
So I'm just like looking up from the middle of the pentagram.
Oh, yeah. He's only like a few feet off the ground. He's not like in the sky or anything. Yeah.
So I try to
I see the disconnect here.
I like try to like just squat down and like lift him up on my shoulder. No, we're both in the middle. How do you like that, bitch?
All right. So you approach him and he says, yes, Dagger Isles. Is there something else I can get for you? Oh, how silly of me. And he pulls out a bag and he tosses you your coin. Good job. You have proven yourself most worthy of the Church of Ecstasy. If you'd like to join us.
What does that entail?
You becoming a slave to the church, but you will have certain perks. You won't be eaten or feasted upon. You will be one of us.
Nah, I got plans. And I'm just going to like rear back and just kick him out of the pentagram.
Okay, so as you...
Just like, this is my pentagram!
squared circle.
Yeah.
All right, so you can make a roll for that. You are going to be in a... Well, he's a vampire with
Risky.
super strong and super quick. We gave you that penalty last game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which was one click down. You became a limited effect. What was that for? Oh, because of your harm.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. I'm going to say when you entered the pentagram, you started to feel your back and hip feeling a little better.
Okay.
We're going to give you full effect on this roll. However, you are in a desperate position because he basically holds all the cards. Go for how many dice are you rolling?
I'm rolling 4.
All right. To kick him, so you're using what?
Skirmish.
Skirmish. That's not a good sign.
We're already fucking it up.
No. That's the sound effect of him kicking him.
2 6s.
Oh, shit!
What's that?
Crit.
What's that mean?
All right, so he gets a critical. Wow, what excellent timing. All right, so you're trying to kick him. All of a sudden, you're feeling pretty well better. Not completely, but hey, you without meth, you can make a nice, cool kick.
Yeah.
So
Sober people do the right things. Don't do drugs, kids.
So you're going to do the kick, and it's going to hit him in his thighs because he's higher up than you. And it's going to shift him, and then he returns right back to you lightning quick. However, all of a sudden, when you kicked him, you noticed that his leg started to deflate a little bit and then reinflated. And you noticed also, Fortuna, that one of the demon dogs looked like it snapped out of it and looked at Avarice very interestingly.
The dog seemed to like you kicking the, Elder Ronan. That's very odd.
Elder Rowan now gets his hand out and reveals claws on his hand and comes to swipe at you downward. And he says, well, so there it is, feedbag you've decided to become. And he goes to swipe down at you, and as if there is some invisible force preventing him from doing it, his hand swipes down lightning quick and stops in front of your face. And he looks puzzled by this.
I think it's your blessing. That's pretty cool.
Aw. Looks like somebody's no longer Fuck, I had something. Wait.
Damn it, I had something for this.
Go on. This better be good. It will be your last words.
Uh,
The moment's over. No.
wait.
All right.
Today, Junior.
But fuck it, I got nothing. I pull out my rapier and I'm gonna swing at him.
Okay. So you will be at a desperate again because he can dodge it very easily. Go for it. Are you using how many dice?
4.
Okay.
Unless I push myself.
Am I able to try to also shoot Elder Ronan with my little pistol?
Sure.
5, 4, 3, 2. So I got a straight.
All right. So you got a 5. You're going to do it, but there's a serious complication. Okay. You're trying to swipe with him with a sword.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you rolled.
A silver sword.
Sword.
I rolled a 3
Okay.
for my pistol.
Let's, all right.
It's smooth bore, so it's about 10 feet off.
You shoot the bullet, and it ricochets off a pillar and hits Stasia on your way out. No. Kills her. Dead.
Oh, that's a reason to bring me back.
Hey, we found it. No. Okay. So you're going to take your sword and slash at him, and you notice he pulls back like, I'm super powerful. I'm a floating vampire. And it does hit his leg, and his leg looks like it deflates, like it's a balloon. And then he kind of like comes back to the ground like, what the fuck is going on with my leg? What is this guy doing to me? And then this breaks the demon dog's concentration, whatever hold he has on them. However, the complication will be they are running straight at Fortuna to attack her.
Oh, me.
Now, meanwhile, Fortuna, who has already taken down Ox, is reaching for her gun, and she's going to shoot.
Again?
Well, this is me shooting, and I rolled a 3, so I aim it towards Elder Ronan, and what happens with my 3?
Okay.
It's not very good.
So you actually shoot Lord Penderin in the leg instead. And he lets out a muffled...
He was going to cut you anyways.
Well,
he
so
needs your
the
blood.
problem is that his blood is now gushing onto the ground, and everywhere his blood is, you start to see this pentagram light up even brighter because part of the ritual is being completed now, right? But all of a sudden, Avarice, you feel a little more power coming to your side and a little less visibly from Elder Rowan. But now you have 2 demon dogs running at you, Fortuna. They have completely ignored Avarice.
Can I run towards... we're at the entry hall, right?
Correct.
Can I run towards the cafe and try to find some water to pour onto the pentagram? And while I'm at the same time, I'm running away from the demon dog.
Okay.
And there's a little gate to the cafe.
Did I say 1 or 2 demon dogs were chasing you?
1.
Okay, one of them. The other one walks up to Avarice and nuzzles his leg like, I'm a good dog, right? I'm a good dog. And then looks like it snaps out of it and starts to look at where the other demon dog went. But yes, you are running for the cafe, and you jump. If you jump back over the counter, you will find some water.
I just want to say that
A
you
mop
guys
and
are
bucket?
parents. You should know that just water does not get cran out.
I found a mop and bucket. Okay.
There is a mop and bucket back
For that wet ass
there.
pussy.
Yeah. All right, so Elder
Time
Rowan.
to clean this town up.
So Elder Rowan looks back at you, and he kind of shakes his leg. He's getting all like Judge Dredd going on, and he's like, what is different about you, Dagger Isles? What is the meaning of this? You don't want... My world doesn't sound appealing to you.
I'm filling up the bucket.
He stares at him dead in his eyes and he goes, "My fucking name is John." And I stab him.
Okay, you're going to roll for that. on a desperate.
Glug, 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 glug. That's the
My
bleach.
name is John. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it's John Oliveira.
You have a name.
What's in a name? 1 6 and 2 5s.
Okay. So, get yourself another XP for succeeding on a desperate.
I also find some food in the cafe that I'm going to use as a
Hold on,
distraction.
now we're talking about milliseconds here. So he goes in to stab Elder Rowan, and the sword does pierce him, but Elder Rowan grabs the sword and says, "You fool! Haven't you figured it out yet? I am already dead." And he pulls it out and pushes you back.
You bleed, right?
No, he deflates apparently.
Yeah, he kind of just, he doesn't necessarily bleed. You kind of like, it's just like you're beating up a cartoon, right? But now after he does that, he says, "I'm going to finish this ritual with or without you in this circle, though I prefer it without." And he goes, he pulls his palm back, and he goes to push you right in the face. And again, he can't do it. So figuring out that whatever is about you, he cannot destroy, he starts floating backwards now to go and essentially get the heart of Francis up there. So while that's happening, think about that. We'll flash over to Fortuna, who has a demon dog hot on her trail, and she is filling up a mop and bucket.
Thinking outside the box. Okay, I am bad with the gun, apparently. So yeah, I have a mop and bucket, and then I'm like, oh wait, there's like this demon dog that's coming towards me. I grab some food, whatever I find. I don't think they have hot dogs. I want to say
Everything's
jerky.
very like shelf stable. Yeah, there's like dried fruit,
Yeah.
like
Like
nuts.
salted pork.
Yeah,
Yeah, like,
exactly.
exactly.
Yeah, some shit
So,
like that.
I stuff some in my pockets. And
They're coming even faster now.
okay, well here's the I'm gonna use
I want
it.
chicken. I want liver.
Meow mix, please deliver.
I'm going to
Starts shaking a bag.
toss like a turkey leg out.
Oh shit!
I don't
She's
fucking know what it
asking
is.
for it.
Right,
Okay.
so I'm gonna toss it over. Does the demon dogs go for it? Because he seemed like they're into it.
Well, there's only one, right? The other one was kind of
Yeah,
like.
the other,
The other
one's
one's still in the circle with you,
Yeah.
kind of, but he's looking, and now that she's shaking the bag, he might start heading that way. But the demon dogs aren't necessarily after your body; they want your soul. So food may or may not work. I think we give a little randomness to it. Oh wow! If a double 6 is a crit succeed, what's a double 1?
Snake eyes.
Ooh. So, all right. I'm going to say that the demon the dog, is running over there, and he is curious about the food. He's been locked in a cage forever, unfed. So he starts like sniffing around it, and he's distracted, but he's not eating it.
All right. As I guess I'm gonna try to make a run for it with my mop and bucket. And then I'm gonna also probably yell, Dr. X, distract him, do something, don't abandon us, you pussy.
Whoa.
All right, so Mr. X will just stop in his. At this point, he's a few feet from the front door.
Yeah, he's
like
close.
He's getting ready to go.
He discovers it's locked. He's like, well, fuck, I'm locked in here with you guys.
So he stops and sighs, and he looks at. What's the guy's name again?
Elder Rowan.
Why can I not remember that?
I don't know.
So he stops and sighs, and he goes, Elder Rowan, question if I may.
I'm a little distracted, but yes, go ahead. You've all got my attention now. What is it?
So you said you're going to make the human race slaves, essentially.
Well, it's most fitting. As a vampire, I've been feeding on you for centuries, but demons will want other delicacies, right?
Well, can't argue that. But you offered me a place in your lab before. Would I be a slave still?
Well, here on the onset, we will need much help figuring out how to convert and replicate this, ritual, assuming it works. So yes, we could use a man of science.
But would I be a slave?
I'm low-key promising you a good job for longer than you would have been a slave. And eventually you might turn into a slave. I don't know.
It's not the answer I wanted to hear, buddy. This Mixter X is gonna slowly walk, like action hero, slowly walk towards the pentagram. And he's gonna pull off his coat. He's gonna take off his big-ass overcoat that, mind you, is still loaded with about 25 to 30 vials of explosive shit. And he's just gonna throw it at Elder Rowan.
That's a big bada boom, as we talked about.
And he's gonna say, Avarice, you might want to get the fuck out of the way.
Nothing can hurt me in this circle.
So,
About 2 gallons of explosive chemicals.
nothing.
I was just gonna clean up that.
Well, that's good you didn't.
And
Alright.
it's like a Hail Mary.
Yeah.
Like I'm on the edge of the circle and I'm throwing it in the middle.
Right, because you actually cannot enter this pentagram.
Right.
So you throw it, and now Elder Rowan is like focusing on it and holding it in midair and trying to stop it from coming, right? So it's floating and he is completely distracted.
The audience, Anthony Gabba is holding up one finger.
Can I split?
Hold!
Could I split the mop in half and create Mr. Stabbies?
Can you be like crack
Yeah,
and a
wooden
shiv
wooden shivs,
from the
right?
from the mop? Yes, you can.
I wasn't done.
Yeah, he's not. Let's let him finish his
All right,
thing.
go
All right,
for
he
it.
held up his finger.
I just wanted to check something.
Yep.
So Mr. X pulls out his blowgun and he knows exactly where to aim it. And he's going to shoot.
The dick.
He's going to shoot at his half-open fluttering coat that's being levitated. And he's going to aim for an explosive vial.
Okay.
And I guess maybe I should have clarified before, like he's not up and over his head throwing it. He was more like side swinging it to go down.
Yeah.
So if he stopped at midair, it's like 3 feet off the ground.
Okay.
Okay. So I guess I'll roll. Wreck.
Yeah, he's
Blow dart it.
He's super fucking quick, so if he sees you doing that, he could run away, so we'll call that a desperate.
He's really going to chance leaving his pentagram.
Right. Well, he'll get away faster than Avarice, so.
Fuck me.
Oh my god.
What did you get?
2 2s and a 1.
Nailed it.
How about a devil's bargain? We haven't done enough of those.
Ugh. Well, you haven't really rolled that poorly. Hence no stress
I usually
left.
do.
Okay.
So basically my goal is to blow up my jacket and take a big ass chunk of that pentagram with it.
Right. Okay. So I'm going to say that if you're going to try to blow that up, the devil's bargain is that you're also going to provide some significant harm to your homies, or at least Avarice, who's in the circle. He's going to take some serious harm. He'll lose a die, basically.
I warned him to move.
Yeah,
Well,
he's
right.
actually like right next to me.
No, he's not. He can't enter the pentagram.
Well, how big is the pentagram?
No, we entered from both. There were different sides. I'm coming from the main entrance to go outside.
Well, you just
You
said
went
that you were
straight
right
into
next
it.
to me in the pentagram, or by the pentagram right next to me.
No, I didn't.
No, because he had to
I
throw
can't
his
enter.
jacket. He can't enter it.
Oh.
And we're talking the size of this room. Maybe it's big enough to have some bodies in it. Remember, he had to have all those hostages in the pentagram with him. And then it goes to that platform for Francis.
Okay.
So I think what Avarice is doing right now is working. because you can't blow up this guy necessarily. Right?
I'm just trying to blow up the pentagram.
Right. So you might stop him from doing his ritual, and that won't necessarily kill him. But what Avarice is, I think, circling around how to kill this guy. Meanwhile, the demon dogs, that could be, who knows, right? So anyway, all right. So the devil's bargain here is Avarice will take some damage here, but you will blow a chunk of the ground up, and it will essentially stop the ritual.
Okay.
Mission
He also
accomplished.
takes stress.
For
The devil's bargain. You also take
oh
stress.
yeah, yeah, you will.
That's
take
fine.
Stress.
How much?
1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's all he's got left.
Yeah.
You've entered trauma. I give you 7. It doesn't matter.
Nope. I got one more before I enter trauma.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So you accept the bargain.
Yeah.
All right.
Doesn't hurt me.
Oh, you're trying to blow dart to blow one of the vials up, which will then cause a chain reaction.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. So yeah, you do that. You blow dart through it. He sees what you're doing, and he tries to get out of the pentagram before it blows.
How would he know that it has a bunch of vials of explosive in it?
He just sees him blowing. What did you blow at him?
A dart?
A dart.
I did a blow dart at my jacket.
Yeah, he's just doing his normal dodge, right? He doesn't know what's in the jacket. You're right. So, anyway, he's still trying to dodge the dart, but then it explodes. It's about 3 feet, as we said, from the ground. It takes a chunk of the floor up, and Avarice is going to lose his footing and fall. And from the blast, he's just got his ears are ringing. His sight is impaired for a few seconds. He's really disoriented. Okay.
Okay.
So the blast actually, since you were on the opposite side, pushes Elder Rowan instead closer to Avarice, to where he kind of would have kept falling, but stops as if he would have fallen on top of Avarice and can't. So whatever's going on with Avarice is preventing him from, touching him. But now the circle is broken. So the demon dog who was chasing after the mop lady stops and looks like, what the hell have I been doing? And then kind of starts going, starts barking, and then looking around and trying to find its mate. And the other dog is trotting up to that one, and they start smelling the air, and they can smell all that is filthy and wrong and disgusting in Duskfall, because they've been in a cage for so long, and they can also smell all the souls. And at that moment, they run up to the side of the building, they jump out of a window right through it to go begin the biggest feast of their lives.
Oh, it's like Demonic Lady and the Tramp.
Yeah, they're like eating a person together. They get to the middle, they kiss. So you were a mere snack to them when they could smell all of these filthy souls out in Duskfall, and they couldn't resist it. And Elder Rowan, who is kind of like paralyzed right now, is watching this happen, and he just seems not physically deflated, because I know that's where I've been going with it, like emotionally deflated, like, you fucking idiots, I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you damn kids.
So Mr. X is going to look at Fortuna and go, there, I fucking helped. Can I go now?
Yeah.
Wait.
On your way out, can you stop the dogs from getting out? Close the door.
They just jumped out a window.
Oh, they're gone. Yeah,
Son of a bitch.
they bounced.
Yeah.
They're feasting. Let the Ghostbusters handle that. So, okay, so Elder Rowan is, if he's super next to Avarice, he's seemingly, this is what we call, he is repelled. You're noticing this. what do you do next?
I'm gonna just keep stabbing him.
Okay, stabbing him doesn't work. He's a vampire.
Yeah, but my sword is silver.
Oh, here in episode 10, we finally learned. My fault for not asking.
Yeah. No, I'm kidding.
I run over
Flashback?
with my mop, and I'm like, break this, use this.
Oh,
Right.
like a stake
A
to the
wooden
heart.
stake, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I could just use steak.
Or you can just wait, and I'll just whittle it with my dagger until it's a pointy end. I'm kidding, and I break the mop.
She sits down, crisscross applesauce, starts whittling. Like, hey guys, that's cool. Those dogs, you see them?
Just wait for Elder Rowan to start monologuing.
You've got
again.
jagged edges. You broke it in half. You've got jagged edges.
Exactly,
so,
yeah. All right, I got it. And then I toss one half to him.
There you go. So,
And I stab him with it
all right. Where?
through the heart.
Oh, that's the right spot.
Never
Tell
would've
him
guessed.
what he's won, Johnny.
Brick killed a guy. Yeah, I stabbed him in the heart with a trident.
Oh my god. Anchor man.
So, he, you stab him, and all of a sudden, and insert balloon sound, he deflates completely. I don't know why vampires deflate. You know what? In Twilight, they sparkle. In my world, they deflate. He deflates into a condom-sized shell of a body, and his spirit now comes out of his body, because that's really all a vampire is. And he looks down at you and he says,
I've lived for over 800 years, and I have shit on the Dagger Isles my whole life. But today, I have a new respect for you. Today I was bested by one Dagger Isles man. Kudos to you.
and he kind of nods at you, and then he floats to the sky. That's all I was going to do.
So Avarice gets all the credit. And I look at Dr. X. I'm like, ain't that some shit?
Dr. X already has Stasia by the hair. He's flipping you guys the bird. He's like, don't fucking come back to the sin bin.
Don't contact me.
Fucking
That's my house, remember?
Don't call me. I won't call you.
I've already changed the locks.
So I'm going to pick up his blowgun and blow dart air in Nastasia's neck,
You
killing
mean
her
the
instantly.
The blowgun that I keep on
You
me.
killed my dream of becoming a demon and taking over. Now I kill yours, cocksucker.
So, Lord, oh fuck, what's his name?
I go to
Lord
Madam.
Penderin is like wiggling on the ground, and he's like,
He's probably pretty fucked
Alright,
up from my explosion too.
I go over there. I'm like, hold on a second. And I grab my little dagger and I write cunt on Madam Teslin's forehead first.
holy fuck.
And
Damn.
She
Crayon?
sold children to
Yeah.
Billy.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a fan of that word, so you don't have to justify it to me.
The English use it all the time.
I use it all the time.
They're
I call everyone
sophisticated.
cunts.
It's fine. And then I go over with my dagger, and I'm gonna look like I'm gonna stab him. And then I'm like, just kidding. And then I.
I'm going to go pick up Francis.
Oh, there you go. Francis gives you a huge hug.
Okay, no touchy.
He's like sobbing. He's like, I can't hear you. Wiping his tears and then laughing and then sobbing.
Man, I really wanted those dogs.
Yeah. Well, they're still out there. Go wrangle one.
Nah.
And
Next
then
bonus episode.
Avarice, should I make him forget this? Mesmerize?
I would.
Yeah.
We're never coming back here.
All
You-
right. So if we're going to tie this episode up, you should not do that.
Why?
No, we want to keep going for another 50 episodes.
I
What?
said, yeah, I'm like, I can tie this up for you in a pretty bow if you want. That guy's kind of
Can you
glad
not-
he's still alive.
Oh, I thought like he would probably turn us in. Like, oh, those guys like made this so that guy.
We just
can-
saved his ass. Why would he turn
Well,
us
we
in?
saved him.
Oh,
We killed a bunch of other people.
Bam Bam's still taking Stasia away, but yeah, I guess that's true. But all right, so if you were to let him speak, you basically saved the world just now. So he's gonna weigh those and probably reward you greatly.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
You already have your pleasure barge.
Yeah, it's the Red Lamp District. It's
I'm
very
pick
nice.
up the coins that Elder Rowan threw at us.
They also deflated into little condom coins.
Yeah. Now they're actually just little pieces of.
Boy, I
cum.
tell you what, if they just stayed like regular size, I was going to use them as little condom coins. Hey-o! I have a lot of stress.
You pick up Elder Rowan, like, that looks like a condom.
Yeah.
Put it in your pocket, like, all right. All right, so all that was kind of, yeah. You're deciding whether or not to kill him.
Yeah, I wasn't going to kill him.
Yeah,
I was
we're
going to
just gonna-
mesmerize him to make him forget that we were here.
Sorry, Lord Penderin, okay.
Yeah.
Do you not want a reward?
I do want a reward. I already have my reward. I'm
So
good.
what do you do?
I'm apparently not going to... I'm going to just release him and be like... take off the gag thing. I'm like... So, what are you going to do for us?
What's up, buddy?
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you all.
Oh, I'm
Thank you so much.
also very sorry I accidentally shot you in the leg.
Oh, no, public all gets fine. It's fine. How is the bottles, the spirit bottles? How are they?
Oh, yeah, Billy knocked those over. I'm sorry.
Bill-
Oh, no.
Betty White's gone.
Betty White,
That's
she was
the
our
true shame.
wisest.
Yeah, that's the true shame right there.
Drat, but 1,000 thank yous. The little madman. You know, I've broken bread with him many years. Why? Everyone will know of this. You heroes. You wonderful beings. How did you know to come tonight and stop this evil madness?
Francis, our mute friend over there, Francis,
Yes.
he went
mute.
missing, and we had to come find him.
Oh, wow.
We have to protect the special people.
Oh.
Yes.
He grabs both your hands and he says, it sounds as though you are wanting to take over the pleasure potion, anything you want, or whatever it was, the brothel it was.
Yes.
Yes, resources for you, madam, resources, and you, brave warrior.
I want to be the emperor.
Oh, that's wonderful, don't we all? What can I do for you? We will sing your praises. Your name will be in all the papers.
We don't want that.
What?
What?
No.
No.
What?
Under the radar.
Oh, you are heroes who don't seek the spotlight. I love it.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I don't want a carnival or anything. Just be emperor.
He kind of laughs. He's like he's joking, right? But we do have a spot for you if you wish. In the stronghold army, you could be a general. You're such a brave man. Surely we can put you in a position of power.
There's always room for promotion there, Avarice.
From general?
To emperor?
Absolutely.
What happened to Colonel?
Oh, yes.
That's the thing, though. I don't really like having a boss. I like being my own
You just have to
boss.
marry the princess.
Yeah, but he's an eternal emperor.
She's also in another castle.
Yeah. Oh, I do have bad news for you there. Yes. Another castle. Billy. Francis walks up to Lord Penderin and he takes a piece of paper out of his pocket and unfolds it and shows him. And it's he drew a bunch of boats, and then he drew this big black blob coming out of the boats, and he hands that to Lord Penderin, and then he points at Avarice, and he says, yeah, thank you. Mutes freak me out. I'm sorry. And he looks at it.
That's a
And he
little
says,
rude.
are you indicating that you'd like a fleet of ships, perhaps? Would you like to join the Leviathan Hunters? Is that what I'm seeing here?
Yeah, that'll suffice for now.
Yes. You'll
Make you
have the
rich enough.
finest fleet. One that could rival the Strangfords for sure.
I forgot I wanted to do that.
It will rival the Strangfords, nay, be better than that. It's time for a new guard anyway. One so brave, so noble. Well, I have much cleaning to do. Thank you all.
You really do.
There is 2 demon dogs. You do need to get somebody on that.
Yes, that was a concern when I saw them. There's probably many dead. The Death Wardens will be busy tonight. But yes, I have many handlers for those.
What about the death demon or the Death Eaters coming here? The death crows coming in.
Oh, yes, I will be sure to. Well, they're going to collect these souls. Yes, they must do their job.
Oh, thank God. I don't have to do mine then.
Tis not but dust.
Are you actually relieved you don't have to?
Yes. I'm starting to look like Mum Ra over here. I was just sunken in and dried out and just like, oh my God, I'm so wounded. Out of coom.
Yeah, so, it appears that everything's in order here. Where do you guys go next?
Do you even have to ask?
Yeah.
I
Her
do.
whorehouse.
Definitely.
First stop.
Both of us.
Both
Whorehouse.
of us.
Give us a 2 weeks later, and where are you all at? Let's start with Fortuna. Ladies first.
All right, so I'm now head of my Red Lamp District brothel over in Silk Shore, and everything's going great. All the ladies are free. They make their own schedules. I only take a small portion, enough for like room and board, and then some to also line the pockets. And then also they have different investment opportunities as well. So they do give me a higher portion for maybe nicer rooms or different amenities. We also do like no slave trading now, and now like we go on for like my stress relievers, I try to go find the slave trader probably people, or the slave prostitutes, and I try to I come bring them back here and I give them as like maid duties. So unfortunately they have to clean up a bunch of cum.
We
But-
love you, Mama Fortuna.
Time to take your pills. Last time we have to do that shit.
Yep. Well, no, I have to take these for life.
Oh, yeah.
I'm simply insufferable.
Nurix is my bottom bitch.
Nice.
So and then Avarice comes over every so often as some muscle. You know.
Nah, kind of. More
he's
of like
using
I
a
come
muscle.
over as customer than,
Yeah.
than muscle.
I just, use his abilities as muscle. I just, exploit them when I can. After all we've been through.
Okay, and we're going to do Avarice next. Avarice 2 weeks later.
2 weeks later, I literally have not left Fortuna's whorehouse.
You have a whole army.
How do you have any cum for like a month?
I just live there now, just having sex whenever I want.
Yeah.
Discounted.
Hey, wink.
Hey, Fortuna. Huh?
Yeah.
You're the best customer. The
My
Leviathan.
fleet of ships go out and hunt leviathans, and I just rake in that sweet,
You are
sweet
raking
dough.
in mad dough. Yes.
Yeah, and I really don't have to do anything anymore.
So after the word,
You
in
do. You have a Leviathan army.
yeah, but I'm more of like the Stringfords, how like they don't really do anything; they just rake in that dough. Like I just delegate.
yeah.
He's a figurehead.
Yeah,
The city ended up putting in even more defenses because after these demon dogs got out and killed a bunch of people are even more like, we need more electroplasm.
Like thousands of people just
Yeah.
died in one night.
I'm going to say one night you're at the brothel, and after news of the whole world, the emperor himself comes to the brothel to meet the new owners, and he's just in Duskful to do a little damage control. And after you maybe are washing yourself or you're walking back into the room to go fuck some chicks again, you pass him by in the hall, and the screen goes black. As if you're probably going to go naked, strangle him, kill him.
I'm gonna kill him with my sword.
Like the perfect opportunity was like, maybe he can become emperor.
Yeah, you're gonna see what the average is in the Dagger Isles. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
All right. And now we go cutscene to Dr. X.
So Mr. X, 2 weeks later, still has Stasi alive in the basement.
God damn it. Oh, God.
He's got the entire sin bin boarded up. Like, even if these two left anything in there, like, it's not theirs anymore.
It's
It's
yours
mine.
now.
Yeah.
You're a real dick.
Yeah.
Well,
And the building being what it is, it's just all hours of day and night, just screams of pain and torture,
oh, my God.
just constant. Like, and if she passes out, ammonia salts, wakes right back up, gets back to it.
Jeez. He hated this chick. The neighbors have moved out because of the noise.
I'm sure that whole neighborhood has moved out because of the noise.
Oh, they moved out because of the noise and not the dicks? I see.
What dicks? There's no more dicks.
Well, there was for a long time.
What you
Well-
don't know is you might have boarded up all of the doors and windows, but there's still ways to get into the sin bin that I found. I still go there occasionally and, insert my dick into one of the holes for old time's sake and then leave without you noticing.
As you're listening to screams of torture,
Oh, yeah, that's fine. I don't give a shit about that.
does that help sometimes?
He's more like Billy than we realize.
Not really. It's just fun to reminisce, the good old days.
I like to
This is
write.
America. We're all about reminiscing.
I like to write little notes in crayon and then just roll them up and put them through one of the glory holes every so often.
3 wet holes.
Like, I'm asking again for my stuff. If you do not return my stuff, I will go to the blue coats.
Final notice.
Yeah.
I love how Avarice gets in and Fortuna can't. And Avarice won't even get her stuff.
Yeah.
So she's still stuck leaving notes in there. And Avarice is like, who keeps leaving notes in here? Oh, it's Fortuna. I'll tell her
There's
about
several
it later.
notes on the outside that she just puts in the glory holes, and I just push back out again.
With his dick. It can't be unscrolled.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. Well,
All my stuff. I didn't even wear my all my stuff. Like, we had to wear like our stupid like blue coats costumes to that final thing. So that means like it's like all my shit there.
she shows up
You
to
can
the
buy
brothel.
more
I'm your
stuff."
new boss. In a blue coat outfit.
Yeah.
I run this shit.
Nirix obviously gave me one of her slutty dresses.
Oh, there you go.
Unbeknownst to you, Dr. X is putting Stasia in your outfits and torturing her in different outfits.
he have to even say that? Let's get out of this stuffy business suit. Let's get into some fun shit.
Now
All right,
it's
now
like
this time,
Now it's gone sexual.
say you're Fortuna.
yeah, exactly. I'm like
Call me a dick. Read this resume. That's why he has the resume, the original. Read the resume. What do, slut? Oh my god. All right. Well, close this out. Say goodbye to Blades.
Goodbye, Blades. Goodbye, everybody. I've got to go. I've got to leave you all behind and face the truth. Mama! Well, thank you for joining us on our very last episode of Blades in the Dark, presented by Oops, We Broke the Multiverse podcast.
We promise we'll try harder next time.
Yeah. We got some things wrong. We probably should have read on some things, done a little bit more research. Who knows? But we had a lot of fucking fun, and we hope you did too. Thank you for putting up with us for, 18 weeks? Holy balls! And tune back in just a month or so. Well, we'll have more stuff for you, but when we start, Monster of the Week, DM'd by Anthony Gabba.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard people say I don't talk enough. Well, now I'm not going to shut the fuck up.
Yep. That's going to be good. Exciting.
Lord help us.
Yep.
Thank you for listening to Oops, We Broke the Multiverse podcast. We were playing Blades in the Dark, published by Evil Hat Productions. Our intro and outro music was provided by Major Powers and the Lo-Fi Symphony. You can hear more of their music on Spotify. The introduction was voiced by our multi-talented friend Brian Linds. You can find him on Instagram at Cult Classic Posters. I'm Anthony O'Neill. I was playing Avarice. Mr. X was played by Anthony Gabba. Our Game Master and NPCs was played by Sean Cruz. And of course, our special guest tonight was Anne-Marie Cruz. She was playing Fortuna. She's an amazing illustrator, tattoo artist, and nerd. You can follow her on Instagram at Anne-Marie Cruz. That's at ANNMARECRUZ.
I can't believe